Have you ever wondered if the person you love has a secret life you know nothing about? What if the quiet, ordinary man you married was actually a hero with a past so extraordinary it could change everything? Today, we're diving into a story that asks just that. It's a tale of love, secrets, and the shocking truth hidden behind a seemingly simple life. Our story begins with Amelia, a woman who seemingly had it all. At just 30, she was the CEO of a thriving tech company, a self-made millionaire known for her sharp intellect and even sharper business acumen. She moved through boardrooms and high-stakes negotiations with an air of unshakable confidence. Her life was a meticulously planned schedule of meetings, international flights, and five-star galas. Yet, amidst the glamour and success, she felt a profound sense of emptiness. Her relationships were often as transactional as her business deals, and she longed for something real, something genuine. One rainy Saturday afternoon, seeking refuge from her own hectic world, Amelia found herself at a local community library, a place she hadn't visited since childhood. It was there she first saw him. His name was Leo. He was sitting in the children's section, patiently reading a picture book to his 5-year-old daughter, Lily. There was a quiet strength about him, a gentleness in the way he spoke to his child that immediately captivated Amelia. He wasn't dressed in designer suits. He wore a simple, slightly faded hoodie and jeans. He looked ordinary. And for Amelia, who was surrounded by extravagance, ordinary felt refreshingly extraordinary. She found an excuse to talk to him, asking for a book recommendation. That simple conversation turned into an hour of easy laughter and shared stories. Leo was a carpenter. He spoke passionately about the grain of different woods, the satisfaction of building something with his own hands. His world was one of sawdust, school pickups, and bedtime stories. He was a single father, and it was clear that his daughter Lily was the absolute center of his universe. Amelia found herself drawn to his simplicity. With Leo, there were no pretenses. He wasn't impressed by her wealth or her title. He was impressed by her kindness, her humor, and the way her eyes lit up when she talked about her dreams beyond the boardroom. Their dates weren't fancy dinners. They were picnics in the park, trips to the zoo with Lily, and quiet evenings at his small, cozy home filled with the smell of freshly baked cookies. For the first time in her life, Amelia felt truly seen. She was falling in love not with a resume or a bank account, but with a man. A good, kind, devoted father. Her friends and colleagues were baffled. They couldn't understand what a powerhouse like Amelia saw in a simple carpenter. He's nice, they'd say, their tone dripping with unspoken judgment. But Amelia didn't care. She had found her anchor in Leo's quiet, unassuming world. Within a year, they were married. Amelia moved into Leo's modest house, much to the shock of her social circle. She embraced her new life as a wife and stepmother with open arms. Life was peaceful, predictable. Leo would go to his workshop every morning, and Amelia would manage her empire from a home office, making sure to be there for Lily when she got home from school. They were a happy, albeit unusual family. Leo remained the same humble, gentle man she had fallen in love with. He never spoke much about his life before Lily, simply saying he'd had a few odd jobs here and there. Amelia respected his privacy, assuming his past was as simple as his present. She had no reason to think otherwise. The illusion of their tranquil life was shattered one Tuesday evening. Amelia was working late when she heard a crash from downstairs. Her heart pounded in her chest. She crept silently to the top of the stairs and peered down. What she saw made her blood run cold. 2 large, menacing figures dressed in black had broken in. They had Leo pinned against a wall. Panic seized her, but before she could even scream, something shifted. The quiet, gentle carpenter she knew vanished. In his place was someone else entirely. In a blur of motion too fast for her to follow, Leo disarmed one of the intruders with brutal efficiency. He moved with a precision and economy of movement that was terrifyingly graceful. He twisted an arm here, delivered a disabling blow there. The second man pulled a weapon, but Leo was already on him, neutralizing the threat with a technique that was clearly the result of years of intense training. The entire confrontation was over in less than 30 seconds. The 2 intruders were groaning on the floor, incapacitated. Amelia stood frozen at the top of the stairs, her mind struggling to process what she had just witnessed. Leo, breathing heavily, looked up and saw her. The look in his eyes wasn't that of a simple carpenter. It was the sharp, alert gaze of a soldier, a warrior. The silence was deafening. Amelia, he said, his voice low and strained. We need to talk. That night, the truth came pouring out. Leo wasn't just a carpenter. Before Lily was born, he had been a member of an elite off-the-books special operations unit. The odd jobs, he vaguely mentioned, were actually high-stakes covert missions in the most dangerous corners of the world. He was a ghost, a highly trained operative whose existence was a closely guarded government secret. He'd left that life behind when Lily was born, wanting to give her a normal, peaceful childhood away from the violence and shadows of his past. He had created a new identity, burying his skills and his history, becoming the simple, single dad Amelia had fallen in love with. The men who broke in weren't random burglars. They were ghosts from his past, former adversaries who had finally tracked him down. His old life had found him, and now it was threatening to destroy the new one he had built. Amelia was in shock. The man she married, the man who patiently taught their daughter how to tie her shoes, was also a man capable of incredible calculated violence. She felt a whirlwind of emotions, fear, confusion, and a strange sense of betrayal. Who was this man, really? But as she looked at him, she saw the same love and devotion in his eyes that she had always seen. He wasn't a monster, he was a protector. He had kept this secret not to deceive her, but to shield her and Lily from a world she couldn't imagine. The revelation changed everything. Their quiet life was over. They were now on the run, using Leo's hidden skills to stay one step ahead of their pursuers. Amelia, the brilliant CEO, found herself applying her strategic mind not to business deals, but to survival. She learned about aliases, safe houses, and counter-surveillance. It was terrifying, but it was also exhilarating. She saw a side of her husband that few would ever know, his courage, his resourcefulness, his unwavering determination to protect his family. In a strange way, the danger brought them closer. Her love for him deepened, no longer based on the simplicity she once craved, but on the complex, courageous man he truly was. She wasn't married to a simple carpenter. She was married to a hero who had tried to hang up his cape. The story of Amelia and Leo is a powerful reminder that people are often more than they appear. Behind a quiet exterior can lie a history of incredible strength and sacrifice. It shows us that true love isn't about finding someone perfect or simple, but about embracing the whole person, secrets and all. Their journey was far from over, but they faced it together, a CEO and a soldier, united by a love that was strong enough to withstand any secret. What do you think? Could you love someone after discovering a secret life this massive? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We all have parts of our past we keep hidden, but some secrets are bigger than others. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible stories.